Hello, and welcome back to the Web Demystified. In the previous video, we learned how to return HTML pages from Flask. We also learned that it's not a good idea to mix HTML and Python code. Also, we started using Jinja2 template engine to separate HTML and Python code. In this video, we'll learn how to pass data to templates and how to use template inheritance. So, what is a template engine? A template engine is a library that helps us rapidly build web applications that are split into different parts. Templates are also enable us to reuse the same HTML code in multiple places, making working with HTML much easier. The template engine replaces variables in a template file with actual values and then sends the resulting HTML file to the client. In this project, we are going to use Jinja2 template engine. Jinja2 is a template engine for Python. It is a part of the Flask framework, but it can also be used as a standalone library. Jinja is a modern and designer-friendly templating language for Python. It is fast, widely used, and easy to learn. It is also extensible and supports many features such as template inheritance, filters, and macros. Jinja2 is a great choice for building web applications with Python. In the previous video, we created a template named index.html. This template contains a variable named name. The variable is replaced with the actual value at runtime. To pass the value to the template, we modified the hello world function to pass the name of the user to the template from the query string. This is how we can pass data to templates. We can pass more than one variable to the template. To do this, we need to add more variables to the template and pass them to the render_template function. So, let's update our project. First of all, I'm going to create a new variable. A new list, to be exact. We will be selling iPhones for price $999.99. Also, we will be selling Samsung Galaxies for $899.99 and Google Pixels for price of $699.99. Now let's pass our variable to the template. Products equals product list. And now let's update our index.html file. First, I'm going to create a paragraph tag. The products we have available are. Now I'm going to create new unordered list tag. Inside it, I'm going to create for loop for product in products. Inside this for loop, I'm going to create list tag. With the product name and product price. Oh, I'm sorry, price. Now I'm going to close for loop with and for. Usually, when list tag occurs in unordered list tag, every item of this list will be displayed with the bullet point. Now let's save our index.html file and run the code. And now let's refresh the page. As you can see, our product list works, our website works. It's common practice to gather all the data that needs to be displayed in the template before rendering the template. Don't worry that we put the list of products directly in the Hello World function. However, in the real world application, we will typically get the list of products from a database or other data source. In the next videos, we will learn how to retrieve data from a database and use it to generate dynamic content in our templates. While the store we've created so far is pretty basic, we'll be adding more features and functionalities in the future to make it more interesting and useful. One of the most useful features of Jinja2 is template inheritance. Template inheritance allows us to reuse the same HTML code in multiple places. For example, we can create a base template that contains the common parts of all pages, such as the header and the footer. Then we can create child templates that extend the base template and override the common parts with the page-specific content. This allows us to avoid duplicating the same code in multiple places. We already have the template folder and index.html file inside it. So let's move some of the code from the index.html file to a new file named base.html. First of all, we need to create a new file named base.html. Then I'm going to copy some code from the index.html. Now let's add to our title block title from Jinja2. Oh, sorry, and block. Now in our body tag, I'll add header tag and inside h1 tag. Online store. This text, online store, will be displayed as first level heading on our website. Then I'm going to add main tag. Inside main tag, I'll add block content from Jinja2. And next, finally, I'll add our footer with p tag inside it, with thanks for visiting our online store. Now let's update our index.html file. First, we need to delete this and this. Now let's add extends directive, extends base.html. Now let's add our block content. Block content. This will allow us to override this block with to override this block with something that we have in this file. Here I'll add end block. And now let's save base.html and index.html. Now let's open it in our web browser and refresh the page. Now let's look at the result. As you can see, almost nothing changed. But now we can add more pages to our website and reuse the same code in multiple places. It's a good practice to follow the DRY principle. DRY stands for don't repeat yourself. It means that we should avoid duplicating the same code in multiple places. Instead, we should create reusable code and reuse it in multiple places. This makes our code easier to maintain and update. Similarly, you can create templates for other pages. For example, you can create template for the About page. Now I'm going to create a new HTML file, about.html, with extends directive, extends base.html. Next, I'm going to add block content to override the content block with something like this. This is a simple online store created using Flask. And now let's close our block and block. Let's save it. And now we have to tell Flask that we want to render the about.html template when the user visits the /about page. To do so, we need to create a new function with appRoute decorator def about. This function will return the result of render template function. Render template, and let's pass about.html inside it. Now let's save our app.py. And it works. You can see that the content of the about.html template is displayed on the screen. This is a simple online store created using Flask. And congratulations! You've learned how to use Jinja2 template engine to create templates and pass data to them. You've also learned how to use template inheritance to reuse the same HTML code in multiple places. And now our online store has two pages, the homepage and the about page. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Goodbye.